man said, "Let there be email." And it was good. Hooray!
Hi, and welcome back to Aztecs Talks. My name is Patrick, and today we're going to be looking at how to write an email in English, one of the key skills in any professional context. So a lot of students of ours say that, oh, maybe I don't have to speak English, but I have to read emails and send them several times a day. So we're going to look at key structures of emails in English, and also the do's and don'ts that maybe are a little bit different to writing an email in your own language. So let's get started.
Hey Dom, just wondering if you're free this week to set up a conference meeting with everyone. Thanks.
So firstly, very importantly, we have to be able to distinguish between a formal email and an informal email. Okay, so if we're writing something formal to a client or to your boss, or if you're writing an email to a friend, a colleague, about something a little bit less, I'll say important, but less formal. Okay.
What's this?
A smiley face?
I know that, but what's it doing on an email to a client?
I was just being friendly.
It's not professional.
So formal emails are more for work, writing to a university, writing to your landlord, things like that, where the structure is important, okay? And that starts with the subject line, okay? So if, imagine you are wanting to send the meeting notes, the minutes, to your colleagues. So instead of saying the meeting notes or the minutes from February 2025, you can say meeting notes Feb 2025. Okay, so it's easy for everyone to understand. No one has to spend much time reading the subject of what the email is about. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. Start with a greeting. Okay, so dear or hello or hi is also okay in some formal emails, depending on the context. But dear someone is a good start. So dear Mr. Smith, dear Mrs. Gonzalez, something like that. Then the next step, you could say, would be to introduce yourself if you have to. So yeah, describe your role if necessary, or why you're writing to your colleagues or to your bosses or to the landlord, and just a little introductory greet sentence. Okay, so I hope this email finds you well, or I'm writing to you because blah 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 blah. Okay.
Hey man, that thing that you asked me to do, I'm actually not going to be able to get it to you first thing tomorrow morning, so I've got to stop by my girlfriend's ostrich farm after work. You know, her dad's got that ostrich farm that I go to and work at. Anyway.
And in the body of your email, it's important to be clear, to be direct, and yet in English people love getting to the point. Okay, so the opposite of getting to the point is waffling or beating around the bush. In an email, we don't want to do that. Okay, so be direct, be to the point. Okay, so introduce yourself and then address the topic at hand.
Hey, thanks for your time. I hope to hear from you soon.
Hey, thank you very much.
It's a gymnasium of life where you get the workout, the resistance, and you find out things about yourself you didn't even know.
Thanks.
And then the last step would be to end politely. Okay, there are lots of ways that you can end an email politely. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Best regards, many thanks, best. There's lots of ways to express yourself when you're ending an email.
Can I ask you for a favor? When are you sweating sour pancake me hippie house? Sorry. When are you heading out so you can pancake me Japan hour?
And the little tip that I have as well, so of course it's important to proofread your email, make sure that there are no typos or any information that is not accurate, but I always put the person I'm sending it to in last. So I do not put the email address before I write the email. I will write the email, and then once I know everything is correct, I will put the recipient into the email. That will just make sure that you're not going to send it without without checking that everything is okay.
You sent this email, reply all. You hit reply all.
And then informal emails, yeah, they're a little bit more relaxed. You can write them how you like because you are writing them to someone you probably already know. It's maybe a little bit better to have a little bit more relaxed attitude in those emails. So for example, if you're writing to a friend or to a colleague, instead of saying dear Peter, dear Samantha, you can say, hey, hi, what's up? Something like that. And then the structure is a little bit more relaxed as well, maybe adding more punctuation points, and maybe a little bit more humor, things like that. So with informal emails, do as you please.
Hey, you going to lunch?
And moving on a little bit, just a couple of things to be aware of. Sometimes in English emails, when you're reading them, it's important to interpret the tone of an email, okay? So sometimes, you might think that someone is being incredibly polite when they are writing to you, but sometimes that politeness can be a little bit of passive aggression, okay? So it's important to be aware of that. And sometimes, if you see, for example, someone has written, as per my last email, or as per below.
I'm tired of repeating myself, so I've just been responding to people with the phrase, per my last email.
Hey Sarah, did you finish that deck?
Per my last email.
I don't think Sarah understands that you can't just say per my last email if you never sent an email.
Hey, Sarah, can you...
Per my last email! You didn't even let me finish!
There's usually a direct translation as you haven't read what I said in my previous email. Please take a look at it again. So look for the tone of the email, and usually if you see something like as per below, as per my previous email, it's probably a little bit of passive aggression. Okay. And also something that is very easy to do is to forget to attach your documents or anything that you need to put on your email. So I think some email providers have become a little bit better using AI to notice when you haven't attached a document. But yes, this can be part of your proofreading process. Okay, so if you're saying, please see the attached document where you will see the figures for February. Okay, in your proofreading process, you can attach that document or make it the first thing that you do. Okay, if you know you need to attach it, do it before you start writing the body of your email. So yes, very easy to forget an attachment. So maybe do it first.
Hey, Roxanne, can you check this out for me?
Of course.
Just need some feedback.
There's nothing here.
All right, here, let me try again.
So let's keep going, okay? So I'm going to introduce a couple of common mistranslations in emails, okay? And these are kind of common mistakes in English in general, okay? So listen up for these, and maybe listen to the bad translation in English. You can pause the podcast and see if you can get the good translation in English, okay? So the first one is I am agreed. I am agreed. We don't want to say that. We want to say I agree. I agree. Next one. We see us tomorrow. We see us tomorrow. In good English, it would be see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Another one that we often see is I confirm you that I confirm you that we have made the change. The correct way would be I'm confirming with you that we have made the change. Okay? To confirm with someone, not to confirm someone. And then the last one, I contact with you. I contact with you. We can say I am contacting you. So to confirm with someone and to contact someone. Okay, so I'm contacting you because you need to finish the report, for example. And before we finish, let's look at a couple of fun facts about emails according to some recent surveys, okay? Let's take a look. Did you know that 50% of people check their emails before even getting up? Yeah, before they've even had their morning coffee. So before they get out of bed, they will check their emails to see what is waiting for them in the day. Another one. The most common sign-off or the most common end to an email is best. Keep it simple. No need to sugarcoat anything, to make anything fancy or express yourself or over-express yourself, you can say. So yeah, the most common way in business English is best. And can you think about what the most common mistake is in email writing in English? Yeah, it's forgetting to attach a document. So 36% of emails that require an attachment are, well, without attachment, essentially. And a little reminder that, yeah, the phrase per my last email is, yeah, a passive-aggressive way of saying, come on, read what I wrote before. Don't make me read it, or don't make me write it again. And that's it. So yeah, if this podcast has been interesting to you, and hopefully you can use it and listen to it again and use the structures that we have talked about in the podcast today. So hopefully you can apply some of the phrases, the do's and the don'ts for email writing, and I hope it's been of use to you. Okay, so my name is Patrick, and this has been Aztecs Talks, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.